The glow up, or incredible transformation, is something we just love to watch. Today, we're looking at 15 insane celebrity glow-ups, and some of them are so ridiculous that you won't even recognize them. From the controversial debate on Emma Watson getting red hot overnight, to the child actors who are now very much grown up, this list will have you amazed, drooling, and a little confused. 15. Jonathan Lipnicki. It's cringy to see the kid from Stuart Little in any other light, but he's kind of cute in a different way now. Is it wrong that we think that? Let us know in the comments. He might not be a muscle-bound stud like some of the men on this list, but he's got dimples when he smiles and an undeniable kind of charm.
Thinks he's not in my bed? No.
Do you know, it's so hard. I just see you as, really, innocent.
I don't like where this is going.
14. Bow Wow. He left the 90s behind him where it belongs. Shad Moss is rocking a whole new level of cool these days, and is still just as popular with all of the ladies. That trim job and wardrobe fresh-up really did him some good. Of course, it's not like people weren't lining up to be his girlfriend even before his glow-up. Bow Wow's just always been a bit of a lady killer.
I'm no Bow Wow. It's going down, I mean. You can bounce with me on my new album.
13. Tahj Mohwry. Do you remember this little ragamuffin from Sister Sister? We do! But it's hard to look at him now and see that same face. He's left the chubby cheeks behind him and gotten a smile that can make anyone swoon. Isn't it wild to see how much and how positively time can change someone?
Goodbye, goodbye.
12. Macaulay Culkin.
It's me, Macaulay.
Just kidding, we love him, but no, it's Emma Watson.
Nicholas Flamel is the only known maker of the Sorcerer's Stone.
What?
She appeared to cast a spell on herself because she went from nerdy bookworm to firebrand star in what felt like a 24-hour period. We opened our eyes and bam, a whole new woman. She's turned into one of the most stunning stars in Hollywood, and we're all glad for whatever magic spell she's cast to get there. 11. Kylie Jenner. She might be the true definition of the word glow-up, going from a clunky-looking bob and gaudy florals to a sleek blonde cut and stunning gowns that bring out the best in her curves. There's no part about her that hasn't been given a glowing lift. She's front-page spread ready at all times these days, and well-known for making waves with her incredible sense of style and extravagant fashion trends.
My boot. Oh my God, my boot, not my foot.
Do I look fat?
Just 20 pounds overweight.
You're worthless.
10. Peter Billingsley. He never really shot out his own eye, and we're all glad for that. Watching A Christmas Story brings a lot of fond memories for us.
Christmas.
Mom!
Hush!
Shut up, Ralphie! So now.
But looking at Peter Billingsley now has made us realize we're glad to not still be stuck in the past. What a glow-up this child got. It's hard to recognize him without those glasses, don't you think? 9. Selena Gomez.
Since I was little, I always performed. I was always on my fireplace singing and putting on plays for my family.
Maybe it's not fair to compare a former Disney star with her current look, but Selena had someone wave a magic wand in her direction because she's sporting a whole new glow. We're loving it. Gone is that flyaway frizz and girl next door charm, replaced with something sleek, modern, and almost hypnotic to look at. We're not saying Disney does its cast dirty, but we will say she's absolutely rocking her own look now. 8. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Your speech doesn't start until 3 o'clock. That gives you 3.5 hours. 4.5. Same thing.
We almost feel like proud parents looking at these two twins and being completely unable to recognize them from the adorable chubby cheek things they were just a few years back. Now they're beautiful and they know it, flaunting their stuff in ways that are sure to impress. We'd give them each their own spot if we didn't think it would be unfair to hold them against each other. But we're curious, which twin do you think had the biggest glow-up? Let us know below. 7. Will Smith. From goofy teen to luxurious king, Will Smith had the sort of glow-up that still manages to turn heads. The fact that he's finally figured out how to wear a suit with stunning charm? Yeah, that absolutely helps. Does anyone remember his performance of Wild West? We're far away from that silly thing. 6. Like father, like daughter, let's talk Willow Smith. This gap-toothed girl grew up to be a gorgeous superstar, rocking top-dollar looks like the queen we've always known her to be. She's got a sense of poise to her now that's made a world of difference. 5. Drake.
I'm from the city where people be getting threatened for showing they facing precincts. Ladies leasing, arranging, and renting basements and regions. Some people making that change in this.
Watching old reruns of Degrassi is almost enough to give us a heart attack. That gawky teenager looks nothing like the hunky musical star we're used to seeing now. We know that time does wonders, and he's living proof of that. Seriously, go try and catch an old episode and see if you can even recognize him. We almost didn't. 4. Beyonce. You might not expect it out of the Queen Bee, but she used to be a little on the dorky side. And do we really need to talk about how bad her hair was back in the 90s? You could argue that no one had good hair back then, but that doesn't change the fact she's practically a walking goddess these days.
I want women to definitely feel sexy, strong, empowered, and I want them to feel like they can conquer.
3. Zac Effron. Do you remember when this guy had a shaggy cut and no abs? We're not sure what sort of workout routine he uses, but it's done wonders for him. You could cut glass on those muscles. His shirtless scenes in the Baywatch movie was stunning to fans all around the world. And getting his hair trimmed up has really done him wonders through the face, too. We're always eager to see his handsome smile on the big screen. And some on this list may not have gotten as buff as Zac, but they have very definitely glown up and slimmed down, just like our number 2 spot. 2. Matt Timmons. He cut that hair and got out into the sun, and Matt turned into a totally new man, and a hunky one at that. It turns out that getting away from Disney serves as a big glow-up moment for a lot of young actors. There's something about being able to explore sex appeal without consequences, we suppose. He's filling his suits out nicely these days, too, and picking a style that actually works with his body, instead of just something quick and frumpy. And stealing our number 1 spot is someone we can't even imagine as ugly. But let's just say she was one ugly duckling who became a swan. 1. Rihanna. Rihanna's a little bit like fine wine. She gets better and better the older she is. Comparing her looks now to how she looked 15 years back, and it's like holding up a picture of a chihuahua to a poodle.
I'm not very good at doing other accents, but I've had to learn how to adjust my accent a bit for the sake of interviews.
Some might say that she truly did become the most beautiful woman in the industry, and we'd be hard-pressed to argue, especially not when compared with her younger years. Thanks for joining us today. We hope to see you soon. Until then, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.